Hey y'all, it's Brandy. I'm back with another video. Thanks for joining me. For those of you who have not subscribed, I need you to go ahead and subscribe, like the video, drop me a comment. And for those of you who don't know who I am a 33-year-old mother. I am an author, content creator, six-figure Amazon seller, and I love all things health and wellness, so I talk about that a lot here on the channel. Um, yeah. Okay, so today we're going to talk about why all those other analysis tools for Amazon are trash and Seller Amp is the way to go. I mean, I'm just saying, I tried them out. Well, I only tried out one, but the point is, I didn't like it. Seller Amp is where it's at, and I'm going to tell you why and show you how I use it, and you'll see how great it is. Um, but go ahead and don't forget, I have a free group that you can join. The link will be in the description of this channel, so don't forget to join it because it's not going to be free forever. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. My child is calling me. Hey y'all, I'm back. This is the one that interrupted the training here. I told her she could say hi, and I said, hi. Okay, now you have to be quiet, or I'll have to send you out. Write down my name. Okay, tell him your name.
Hi, my name is Journey. Journey Marie started me.
You're not supposed to tell him all that. You can just leave it at Journey. Okay?
Well, I heard this.
No, what we okay, be quiet. All right, you gotta be quiet so they can hear me. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna tell you why Seller Amp is the best, why I use it, how I use it. So Seller Amp is the tool I use to analyze, is a product good or is it bad for me to buy? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up their website. I'm gonna share the screen again because y'all know I'm getting good at sharing the screen. Okay, here we go. Share, share, share. There we are. Okay, so this is the Seller Amp website. I'll put a link for it in the description for you as well, so you can join there. Okay, so you get a Chrome extension, so you can install it on your Chrome. So that means every time you go on Amazon, the little extension is going to pop up when you're searching a product, and it's going to run the numbers, and then you can plug in your numbers. And then the web app, which is what I'm on right now. If I logged in, you would see it. And then the mobile app. I use the mobile app like it's my best friend, especially for retail arbitrage. They have two categories: getting started and seriously serious. So I started off with the getting started one, and then I ran out of scans. So I had to upgrade to the serious one. So the good news to know is if you start with this one and you upgrade to this one, they will just subtract. I mean, they will just charge you the difference that you didn't pay between the two. And you might as well do the annual because if you're probably not even on my channel if you're playing around with Amazon because I'm here for the real ones who dive head first. And yeah, so you can start with this one and always upgrade to this one when you're ready. That's exactly what I did. And it wasn't an issue at all. They just charged me accordingly. Okay, now I went ahead and searched Arm& Hammer product. It's because it's a normal product that people might be buying. And so this is what happens. You click on a product, okay? And it's gonna pull up Arm& Hammer. It's gonna pull up the little numbers over here. Yes, and if you don't have Rakuten and uh, Top Cashback or Hoopla or any of those things, you need to be using those if you are selling on Amazon because it's gonna get you more money back for the thing. Okay, so I'm not logged in right now, but that doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. So what we're gonna look at here is this. First, you wanna look, are you eligible? Yes or no? Okay, if you're not eligible, then you're gonna want to apply to be eligible. And then if it still denies you, then you want to move on from that product. But we're just gonna pretend like I'm eligible for the example's sake. So then we see the bestsellers rank. I typically don't buy a product that's not in under like 3%. Typically 1 to 2% is what I like it to be. And this one has an estimated sales of 34,000 a month. So that's crazy. But because you can see this orange box here, that lets us know that Amazon has the buy box. And when Amazon has the buy box, you really want to read your data more in the keep a chart. Like, okay, so down here we can see they only have 4 units left. And then the next person has 15 and 994. So that's clearly not enough to maintain the margins. But if this is something that Amazon is typically always in stock in, I don't know if I wanted to compete. So that would be something you determine. But we're not talking about analyzing the data so much as we are talking about what the seller amp tell you about the product. So it lets you know who's selling it, it lets you know if Amazon is selling it, it lets you know how much each person has in stock and the price that they're selling it for, as well as your profit based on what you would say the cost of this was. So say you found this product and then you're trying to sell it. So you could just simply do Google search and it will search the same product for you. And you could see all the places it's selling to see if you could find a cheap enough price to want to list it. So this particular item, which I didn't think you would be able to find a great price to list it. So you could actually sell it too. The cheapest price is $13.98, which is what it's selling for. So that's not good. But let's just say we found it for $7. Okay, so you got it for $7. It's gonna break down all this. It's gonna tell you like this is a negative $6.33 profit. So that's no good. It's negative 45% profit and it's negative 90% return on investment. So all these reds let you know don't buy this product. The other thing that you can do, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it. If I'm not signed in. Um, Let me just stop sharing for a second and then I'll get signed in. So I can give you a thorough situation. I can't be letting y'all see all my info.
On YouTube.
What? Okay. So I'm logged in now. Logged in. Logged in. All right, now I can share the screen.
Welcome back to Mommy's Amazon Prime.
This isn't Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm teaching people about Amazon on YouTube.
Mommy's Prime on Amazon. She's teaching you about Amazon.
Okay.
When you're teaching and teaching, let you know that you can do
Okay,
stuff.
so this you can see now that it says I'm eligible to sell it. So another thing that you can do that I like is it connects you automatically to Keepa, so you can easily pull up your Keepa chart. If you don't know what Keepa is, we'll have to go into that in another video, but it's also another way to analyze the data, but it doesn't tell you, it doesn't give you a breakdown on how much money you would make and stuff like that. So you can go into settings here.
You can go on to day 41.
Okay, so in the settings, so say you were sending your stuff to a prep center, you could automatically put what the prep fee is for your prep center. If you're paying sales tax, you can put the sales tax percentage and the miscellaneous fee part. You can put what your maximum BSR is and your minimum ROI that you want to make and the minimum profit that you're willing to make. So if those numbers are less than what you have, it's going to show up red on that chart instead of green. Okay. I never calculate the inbound shipping. I guess I should maybe, but it hasn't seemed to hurt me. But you can add that in there too. And that's pretty much all I use here. And then I have all these things on. You can turn, and then you can create Google Sheets. I haven't really gotten good at that, but it's a way to stay organized. And like when you find leads, like maybe they're out of stock and you want to check back. So you could have an out of stock spreadsheet and add items to that. Or if this item sold good during Christmas, you can make you a Christmas spreadsheet and then keep it there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Um, the other thing is the buy box analysis tool. I haven't really used that much, but people use it, and this variation one. No, I do use the buy box. It's the variations one that I'm talking about. This is a new thing that they've added, and it just lets you know variations because some items have variations and some don't. You can come in and search product name, you can search by the ASIN, you can search by the UPC. One thing you can't search for is by the image, but you can search for the image by on the Amazon seller app. And then you can get the ASIN from there and come find it and seller amp if you needed to. Okay, let's find a better product that is positive. Let's go to board games. Let's see. Let's see if there's something that we can probably find. Okay, let's see what this is. Catan. I've never heard of this game. All right, so we see it sells 767 a month. The max cost I could find it for is $18.91. It has a 1% BSR, so you see all these numbers are in the good as long as I find it for $18.91. But the downside is Amazon's on it, but we saw it sold so many, it might not be that big of a deal. So you can ungate from seller amp. Request approval. So I can't automatically get ungated. I'll have to send in an invoice to get ungated. So typically I would just stop analyzing this because I can't sell it. But if you were really wanting it, you could get ungated in it. You'd have to find someone that will give you an invoice for 10 of them. So yeah, $61.99, $62.39. So when Amazon goes out of stock, it sells for way higher. And then we could see where's Keepa. I just love that you can pull Keepa up very easily right here. And Keepa is showing, you go to data and you can see the product details, and then you come over here and 90 days out of stock of Amazon is 0%. So Amazon is rarely out of stock. So this is not something that maybe you might want to find one or two in and just have it there. I don't know. I don't know how you play your game. Me personally, I would not. And then you can also go to the variations and see this, but we're talking about seller right now. Let me get back on top. So you can do all this from seller amp. You can ungate, you can analyze the numbers, decide yes to buy, no to buy. You can add the product right here. So you could go ahead and add it to your inventory. And I like to add it to my inventory from here before I even purchase it, because sometimes something happens when you're in the midst of adding the product. Like it'll pop up the generic thing, even though it's not a generic listing, or it is a generic listing and you didn't realize it. So that's one way to see that, because you want to stay away from those if at all possible. And you can see, like I said, how many people are on the listing, how much stock, prices, profit. You can see if it's sold on eBay. This is your buy box analysis. So you see Amazon is winning the whole buy box all the time. And then this lets you know these things, any special alerts Is it hazmat? Is it dangerous? Does Amazon share buy box? It says probably. I don't know why it says probably, because this probably does not. It's not known for IP issues. Meltable, no. And then right here, it goes over all your profit things. And I like to have the profit percentage and the ROI, because I don't just care that my ROI is high. I want to make sure my profit is a decent amount too, because I like to make money. I'm not here just to get high return on investment and then my profit be low. Like, no thanks. So there's that. So you don't need any other analyzing tool except for Keepa, because they go hand in hand, and Keepa just lets you dig further into the data when it's harder to make a decision. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing. So like I said, I'm gonna link the link below for you to sign up for SellerAmp, because if you're selling on Amazon, you need SellerAmp.
That's beautiful, isn't it, friends?
Okay. She wants to talk. But if you have any questions for me, feel free to comment them and I'll respond back to you. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share it with somebody. If you found this useful, let me know. And don't forget to join the free VIP group, which is in school, which the link is in the description. And until next time, y'all, happy selling on Amazon.
Happy day with happy anniversary.